Hey everyone, what's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little evening video for you. We're going to be going over a whole bunch of things, including all the latest United news. And also we're going to be going over the title of the video, which is Keep or Sell. Should Erik ten Hag be appointed new manager of Manchester United? Who should we keep? Who should we sell? Who should we move on? Etc. We're going to be getting into all of that in this video and getting your thoughts as well. So we are going to be dipping in and out of the live chat a bit later on when we do that with every player pretty much. So make sure you have your say on who we should keep or sell a bit later on in the video. For now, at the start of the stream, do us a mad favour, smash that thumbs up button on it, give it a cheeky little like spike, share it around on social media as well if you want. That always helps us out loads. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash the subscribe button and get yourself involved in the live chat, you bloody bunch of legends. So let's see who we've got in here then. We have got JGarth92, K Slater 23, what's going on my son? Ezio Auditor, Joshua Whitfield, Eamon Barrett, good evening to you. Simon Almeida is in here as well. Hello, you absolute legend. We've got Andy Young, get in lad. Ezio, JGarth, Scouser on the Wirral, Mr. Berber's in the live chat, get in my son, hello. Mr. Curly Whirly, Rush Mano, and everybody else as well. Bunch of legends. Thank you very much for joining. Do as Rushmano says. Smash a thumbs up for the pig. Get yourself involved as well in the stream and have your say throughout. We want to hear from you. Right, guys, I hope you all had a great day. So, you know, my body clock's absolutely shagged. I've been asleep most of the day and evening. But here I am to talk about the latest stuff. I've been doing my research, my due diligence, and we've basically found the situation with Ten Hag to be more or less the same. So not really too much has changed since I did my morning video. But, I mean, we do have an update from, Fabrizio basically said on his YouTube channel in regards to the situation looking positive. But, nothing more in terms of progress has taken place, really. So just more of the same. The talks are going to have to be held in regards to, contract situations and assurances in regards to budget, transfers, that kind of thing. So it's all going to be thrashed out in the next week or so, I'd imagine, and we will know more about it, and we'll bring you the latest news as and when, regards to that. But at this moment in time, we do have some Erik ten Hag stuff to talk about. As we've said, this is the quote from Fabrizio Romano. He basically just said that, from what I'm told, there's no agreement signed or completed, but talks are progressing well between Manchester United and Ajax and Erik ten Hag. So, yeah, nothing signed, nothing sealed or delivered at this moment in time, but it is shaping that way, obviously, that he's going to be appointed new permanent manager of Manchester United at some stage. At the moment, he says, from what I'm told, there is nothing completed, nothing agreed, nothing signed, but work in progress in a positive way. Ten Hag is under contract, but he has a release clause. That release clause is €2 million. So, it's a formality really at this moment, unless somebody enters the race just at the end here. It seems like they've decided against Pochettino with some of the reasons as we've discussed, with the fact that he's still, at PSG for a little bit longer contracted, but also he's done gash over there. And then there's also other managers such as Luis Enrique, he's busy. Nagelsmann, he's busy. There's not really that many great candidates for United. So obviously Ten Hag's looking like the mad favourite to be appointed as next Manchester United manager. It's not 100%, but it's looking very, very positive, guys. That is the situation as it stands. Apparently, this is what's reported from Sky Sports and various other sources, that Ten Hag wants 2 major guarantees at United. So he wants the backroom staff, that he wants to work with and that fits him, not just the backroom staff that's already there or some Glazer puppets or whatever. He wants to be able to choose this entire backroom staff, and he also wants to try and change the club's philosophy to be in a more in keeping what the club's philosophy actually should be. And he's also wants certain guarantees with his management that he's allowed to do that. And also in regards to signing, keeping players. Signing, keeping players. Like, is he going to have final say on certain signings, certain players staying and going? That's also important. So if these things are given to him, which, let's face it, they might not, because Man United's a huge club run by a bunch of melters at the top. And if the track record's anything to go by, they don't really play ball with the manager, in all fairness. But anyway, this is Samuel Luckhurst reports that Erik ten Hag would want a veto, or would have a veto, on any players that Manchester United have already shortlisted. But United are understood to be advancing on an intended deal to sign Calvin Phillips. This is what was reported by Samuel Luckhurst earlier, right? Okay, Calvin Phillips. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you'd like a bit of Calvin Phillips. I'd take him, mate. I'd take him. He's an industrious midfielder, He seems like a nice lad as well, actually, even if he's a lead scummer. So I'd take him actually, but let's face it. There's better options. There is better options out there probably. But you talk about somebody who is English, who is homegrown, who's available a lot cheaper than the likes of bloody Declan Rice or something like that. Fuck no, says Case. A few ones coming in. You know, maybe we should go for somebody else. But apparently that's what's being discussed at this moment from the MEN anyway. The MEN are saying that United are advancing on certain deal with, you know. But listen. The point I want to make here is that it just goes to show you that the United board sort of act as a separate entity here. They've got their own shortlist, they've got their own ideas, and they're just going to sort of drip feed that down to the manager. That's not right. We should actually have a lot more input from the manager, really. He should have a list of players, in my opinion, of what he wants to get. And of course, there's a scouting network and a recruitment network for a reason, and they need to consult with the manager. He can't go out and watch every single player, every single game. I get that. But he should have a list, ultimately, of a few players that he wants to go and get, and then give it to the board. They should go, yeah, let's go and get these players. You know, whether or not they can or not, that's another question, but they should go and try. So, anyway, so Ten Hag would want a veto on any players that Manchester United have already shortlisted. So we spoke about it earlier on that United would be looking at, you know, basically giving Ten Hag a list of players that they've already got as options, that kind of thing. So it's also thought that Erik Ten Hag will be bringing in a couple of his own players from maybe Ajax or previously who he's worked with. And it's been suggested at this moment in time, one of the most likely players to bring in would be Brazil winger Antony, who's only 22. We've discussed that recently in the video earlier, so I'm not going to talk about too much in this one. But 22 years of age, Brazilian vibes, great stats over there in the Eredivisie and the Champions League for this season. Definitely exciting young player that we should be looking to sign, yeah. And he's got a relationship there with Ten Hag. Very, very, very interesting. Players like that, it would be nice to see them coming in. We're actually not going to do that in this video, though. I'm not going to do like a how will Erik Ten Hag's Manchester United side line up video. I'm going to probably do that tomorrow, the next day, or some day soon, and give you my thoughts and opinions on how Manchester United will line up under Erik Ten Hag. But this video today is more so going to be about who should stay at the club, who's actually good enough to be representing Manchester United next season, and who's an absolute cash merchant and needs to be sacked off immediately. That's what we're going to get into in a little bit. Just want to give you the latest United updates first, though. So sort of onto this, and we will talk about this again in a few minutes when we do the actual thing, but this is a new story that's come out tonight in regards to Donny van der Beek. Just that it's understood that Erik Ten Hag would be very keen to give Donny van der Beek an opportunity, which makes perfect sense. You know, if he's appointed as United manager, it makes perfect sense. He's got that relationship there with him. He's had a hand in helping and guiding his career already. And let's face it, his career has stagnated massively. He deserves a chance. He deserves a chance. So let's actually smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Donny van der Beek deserves a chance in the new team at Manchester United under the new manager. Let me know. I know Jonathan Gallagher's going to put a 2 because he fucking hates him. Yeah, that's right, the Saint. Donny will definitely be a new sign-in. I see what you said. Thomas, Eamon, Andy, Ezio, Berber, Joshua Scott, the Saint. It's only me, Mick, Kay, Naz, everybody wants a bit of Donny to be given a chance. I appreciate that. The Vootinator, get in there, you legend. How are you doing today? Yes, yeah, he says the same. So I agree with you. I think Donny's got to be given a chance. But we haven't seen an amazing Donny van der Beek at United in the short amount of times we've actually seen him play. It's not exactly set the world alight. But in some games, he has shown good positive stuff, and he's not really been rewarded in the next game, or you know, he's just never really been given that a fair run in the first team. So yeah, for those reasons, definitely would like to see him given a run. But we're going to get onto it properly in a little bit. But yes, as I say, it's understood that he would like the final say. Erik Ten Hag would like the final say. It makes sense, doesn't it? If you come in the coach, you want to have the final say, who you should be keeping and who you should be selling, who should be going to buy. In regards to backroom staff and things like that, that's other assurances that he's been made. We've got a quote here from Marcel van der Kraan, a Dutch football journalist. He says, I can very much see Steve Mcclaren going back to Manchester United and working with him. Ten Hag was an assistant out of Mcclaren at FC20 in 2008-09, but he was a rapidly developing coach back then. So, you know, if they've got a relationship together, if they've got a good understanding together, we know Steve McClaren's got a link, you know, with the club. He's got a link with English football in a big way. Obviously, he was England manager, the Wally with a Brolly, and also various other jobs that he's done, and the link with Manchester United. So, you know, you've got to say he would be a fantastic number 2. I don't think he's a good number 1, in all fairness, for United, but as a number 2, his experience is pretty vast. He's done some very good stuff within the game, and I actually would welcome something like that. I think the experience is pretty vital. I'm not saying he's the big bollocks, but he's just going to be the number 2. That's perfect for somebody like him. Anyway, also there's René Morlenstein could maybe come in as a first-team coach, so you just don't know. There's lots of different options. There's also some possibilities of some Dutch people coming in, maybe with Manchester United links, who knows. Right, okay, so just a little bit of Manchester United news here, guys. Exactly, Andy Young. Yes, indeed, sir. He's defo a big number 2, says Roshmano. Yes, my name is Steve Mcclaren. When I come to your team, I speak like this because this is how I speak when I have a punch full of poo-poo. Very true, Roshmano. Well, okay, yeah. Why does he do a fake Dutch accent? That's what I want to know. When he was in Holland, do you remember Joey Barton doing that in France as well? What the fuck's that all about, guys? Who does that? You know what I mean? He's speaking in Holland, so he goes, yes, my name is Steve Mcclaren. You know, what's that all about? And then Joey Barton, when he was in France, he was like, yes, my name is Joey Barton. You know, what's that all about, mate? Anyway, right, okay. So Wayne Rooney has responded to the response previously from Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. We discussed it in this morning video. If you didn't know about it, if you didn't know what's gone on, well, Cristiano Ronaldo put a cheeky little too jealous comment with some eyes on Wayne Rooney's post this morning of him and Carragher at a Monday Night Football set. And it caused a bit of a sensation because, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo said he was too jealous of him because he made some sort of comments in regards to Ronaldo that weren't exactly all positive. But anyway, this is what Cristiano Ronaldo said. Obviously, he said too jealous. But then this is the response from Wayne Rooney. So he's asked about it this morning. When, you know, while at Derby press conference, if he'd seen Ronaldo's reply. And anyway, Rooney, this is what he said. He said, I'd say there's not a football player on the planet who isn't jealous of Cristiano Ronaldo. The careers he's had, the trophies he's won, the money he's earned. The six-pack. His body. Fucking hell, steady on now, Wayne. He added with a wry smile. I think every player bar Lionel Messi, ooh, cheeky little dick, is jealous of Cristiano Ronaldo. Another little cheeky dick there. Said, oh, maybe Lionel Messi. Oh, what are you doing there, Wayne? Ronaldo has scored 18 times since moving back to United as club's current top scorer, right? Okay, nice reply, Rooney. It is a good reply, right, from Wayne Rooney here. You know, he said it is a nice reply, and he could have said something, you know, a little bit more. He's taken it very well, and he's just said, yeah, I am jealous of Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the best. He's won the trophies. He's got the money. He's got the six-pack abs. He's got the body. But he also said, I think every player bar Lionel Messi is jealous of Ronaldo. That's not necessarily a dig, in all fairness. He's just basically then those two are on a par. Or he could be trying to implicate that Messi is better in his mind. But there you go. So, but either way, what good response from Wayne Rooney there. He's taken it in, he's taken it in the right way. And Ronaldo put a cheeky little too jealous on his Instagram post this morning, and that is how he has responded, guys. So Wayne Rooney just saying he is jealous. I'm jealous of Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a handsome bastard. He's worth about fucking £500 million or whatever he is, even more. I don't know how much he's worth. You know, he's the best footballer who's ever lived. Yeah, I get it. You know, I get it. It's pretty good to be. He's a good person to be jealous of, in all fairness. Hey, UG Outlaw, what's going on, bro? Hey, good to see you too. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us, my man. Hey, Rush Money says we got 46 likes. Nice one, dudes. We can do better than that. Like Spike. If you're just joining us, dudes, please do hit that thumbs up button. That'll help us out compete with the clickbait merchants and the corporation charlatan channels. Do smash that like button on it. Share it around. You know, all that good stuff. Thank you very much, bro. Messi is garbage now, says C Talentless. Garbage in a Farmers League, dude. Eddie's Football Waffle, yes, man. How you doing, my son? Dan, how are you doing tonight as well? Okay, yeah, passive-aggressive reply, cheeky, but came across humble. Yeah, I think it's a good response, to be honest with you, the same. Like you say, I think it's a humble response. And we've discussed it earlier on about who's the biggest legend in the game of football. I mean, let me just ask the live chat. Who's the biggest legend in the game of football? Cristiano Ronaldo or Wayne Rooney? Cristiano Ronaldo or Wayne Rooney? It's not actually, they're not that far apart. Wayne Rooney's an absolute unbelievable generational talent as well. But let me ask you, thank you very much, Johnny M. Appreciate that. The Vootinator says we've got 54,000 subscribers. You what? Come on, are you serious? No way. No, we don't. And we're only about 5 away though, mate. Come on. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Well, at least it's not updated on my end anyway. Vutinator though, maybe it's rounded up. Thank you so much. Everyone, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Help us get to 54,000. Okay, a lot of people in the live chat are saying Rooney, and I agree with you 100%, Mikato, as I said it in my video earlier on today. For Manchester United, it's actually not even that close either. Wayne Rooney is definitely the biggest legend for Manchester United and the better player for Manchester United over the time, over the years, the selflessness as well. He's definitely a bigger Manchester United legend. I don't think anybody can disagree with that. He's literally the club's all-time leading goal scorer, So I don't think anybody can disagree with the fact that Rooney's a bigger legend at the club. But just in the world of football, you'd have to say Cristiano Ronaldo has achieved more. I mean, he's got 5 Ballon d'Ors for Pete's sake. How many's Rooney got, etc. He's won the European Championships with Portugal. He's won 4 or bloody 5 Champions Leagues, whatever it is, with a couple of different teams, United and Real. He's obviously achieved some huge things, which his record's probably never going to be achieved ever again. The international goals record that he currently holds, which is the best ever. The club goals record, which is the best ever. He's just he's an absolute phenom, that guy. So yeah, he's probably the best ever. Rooney at his peak is one of the best players I've ever seen as well, though. I agree with you. Absolutely. Hey there, Sports Fervor. What's going on, my man? How you doing? You thought I said in general, says the Saint. Martial is finished, right? Okay, we're going to get onto it then in a moment. Let me just cover the rest of the United news. So Wayne Rooney has clapped back in a positive way, really, and just been quite humble with his response there. And he's right. I mean, he's right. Cristiano Ronaldo is a very special player, and not really anybody's got the same record or ability as Cristiano Ronaldo, apart from, like he says, Lionel Messi, which I think is true. When all is said and done and these two guys retire, they're going to go down in the pantheon of the greats, along with Maradona and Pele. It's going to be that type of conversation that people have had. When I was a kid growing up, it was like, oh, who's the best player ever, Maradona or Pele? Well, now it's like, okay, well, in the future generation, they're going to be talking about Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Are those two the best ever? So those two are quite clearly head and shoulders above everybody. But there you go, Rooney's response. Okay, so we've got a bit more news here in regards to United. Before I get on to the keep or sell stuff, because I know you're all itching to tell me who we should keep or sell. But before I do, I want to talk about a couple of players at United and their current situation. So as we reported a couple of days ago, shout out to Rushmana with his inside sources, by the way. He said, Fabrizio Romano said, Manchester United will discuss, this is an hour or so ago, will discuss Luke Shaw contract extension in the coming weeks as expected. We were on this a few days ago. We told you about this. Man United have an option to extend deal until June 2024, but want to negotiate with Shaw after Bruno's new deal. Same clause is also included into Rashford's current contract, right? Okay. So as we discussed, United were looking at giving a couple of new contracts to certain players. Another player that was mentioned the other day was Fred. But certainly, yeah, Luke Shaw contract extension could be coming in the next few weeks. I mean, I'm just going to ask you before we get onto the keep or sell stuff. Do you think Luke Shaw deserves a new contract at the club? Yes or no? I mean, I'm going to say we should definitely keep him before, we should definitely try and get him down for the remainder of of his career, really. He's been a player that's played at United since when he was 19? Did we sign him from Southampton? Or he's been here a long time now. He sort of is a United player, He's had some great seasons in there as well, particularly last season was absolutely immense. But this season's absolutely shite, to be honest. He's had a mare. But I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt in some ways, right? Give him the benefit of the doubt because of what I know, what he can do and what he is capable of. And he's also been very good for England over the last couple of years. And just like, he's a quality player who's just seems to just never really have that true consistency like we want. I know he did last season, but that's one season out of his whole career, really, I think you could say is actually consistent. Maybe the one before he got injured with that leg break. Okay, but anyway, so there are reports that Luke Shaw will be potentially signing a new contract very soon, or that United are discussing signing a new contract for Luke Shaw or giving him a new contract. So there you go. And then in regards to another Manchester United player who there's a lot of discussion and speculation about, we've got another update from Fab here, which just says, it's a quote from Lopetegui, and it just says, I have to help him to achieve his best version. He has to do his part and adapt to what we ask of him. He said today about Tony Martial, but he's going to leave Sevilla in June and he'll be back at Man United as expected. So there's a confirmation really from Sevilla's manager there, guys, that Tony Martial is not really wanted by them in the summer. Certainly not at the current situation or, whatever his wages or situation in regards to maybe a future fee, etc. They're obviously not happy with. So he's going to be coming back to Tony Martial is going to be coming back to Manchester United in the summer. It looks like Sevilla don't want him either. He says it's basically like, what I get from that is he has to do his part and adapt to what we ask of him, which is basically what I get from that is he hasn't really been doing that. It's very frustrating. This guy is an absolute beast of a player on his day, but again, the consistency is just not there with Martial and never has been. Yeah, that's crazy, Berber. He says Martial's on more wages than Harry Kane. That's absolutely crazy, isn't it? I agree. I mean, it's quite ridiculous. He's just reporting on 180 or 200k a week, Tony Martial. For the sort of player that he is and what he's done for this club up to this point, it is just a ridiculous amount. Okay, then, just a little bit more news to get into, guys, and then I will get into the keep or sell stuff, because I know you're all itching for that. But yeah, United are going to be discussing a new Luke Shaw contract, in the next few weeks, and with players like Bruno and, Bruno getting a new deal. Also, there's a clause also included into Rashford's current contract. So we'll have to wait and see what comes in regards to that. Also, some reports that scouts were in Spain on Wednesday night to watch Villarreal's Danjuma face Bayern Munich. Obviously, he got on the score sheet, didn't he? And, we've seen him terrorise our defence before in the past. He's a very, very good player. And he is on the target list, apparently, for Manchester United, just one of the many players that are. I think he would be a pretty good sign, in all fairness, Danjuma, especially when you consider how gash Rashford's been recently this season, and Martial as well, and what's going on at the club. So, yeah, exactly, Josh Lee. Wouldn't mind Danjuma. He looks good. Yeah, he's torn us apart before. We've seen quite a bit of him previously, but here we go. So there you go. Calvin Phillips is aligned with Rangnick's preference, targeting hungry players seeking a progressive career move. That's pretty much what we got in regards to Calvin Phillips, so another potential target. Well, I'm just going to talk about this real quick, guys. Let's get a poo-poo emoji in there for Manchester Shitty, okay? So, reports coming out right today. For a start, UEFA actually earlier on announced officially that a new financial regulation which will cap squad spending is being introduced over the next 3 years, beginning this June. And what it means is transfer fees, wages, agent fees are going to be capped. That's everything. So that's financial regulation. Basically, transfer fees, wages, agent fees can be capped to 70% of a club's revenue. Regulations to be introduced over the 3 years. That's all well and fine and good and dandy and everything. But if you don't enforce the fucking regulations, what's the bloody point of them? And also, like, people could just inflate their books. That's what happens, whether it's PSG or Qatari-owned club. Let's just fucking do some deal with some bloody oil sponsor or some shit, and then we just put that through the books. Oh, let's sponsor our fucking golden seat in the dugout. Let's sponsor the fucking new training complex with fucking this airway or whatever. It's bullshit. They just inflate it. Look at what City have done over the years. Etihad this, Etihad that, fucking empty bollocks this. It's bullshit. They just put it through the books. Oh, a new training kit sponsor. Fucking 69 million quid, son. Boom. That'll justify us spending 100 million on Greenish. It's just bullshit, dudes. It's bullshit. But anyway, the reason I'm saying get some poop emoji in there, because City is scum. And City have been all over the news today as well. And the BBC tonight, there's a report from a couple of hours ago that says an investigation into potential rule breaking at Manchester City is focused on illegal payments for underage players, inflated sponsorship deals, putting money through the books to cook the fucking books to justify your ridiculous spend when you've got no fucking fans and no income, no revenue. So what do? You inflate sponsorship deals from your fucking various different airline companies, whatever bullshit all around the world. You get them all, you can put it into your club, and then you justify it by saying, oh yeah, this club has generated this money through sponsorship. No, what you've done is just launder money from one of your fucking dodgy companies abroad into this football club, and then go and make a mockery of the whole game. That's basically what you've done. I think it's an absolute disgrace, to be fair. And they should have certain sanctions put against them, these tosspots. But anyway, hidden salary payments as well is another accusation that's being bandied at Man City here. So illegal payments for underage players, inflated sponsorship deals, and hidden salary payments made to a former manager. They're a disgrace! Roy Keane should be throwing punches at them, I tell you. But this is what German newspaper Der Spiegel claims. It says the Premier League has been investigating the club for 3 years, the publication says. And Der Spiegel's own investigation, conducted in conjunction with the European Investigative Collaborations Journalism Network, and it offers details on each of the 3 areas that it claims from the focus of the Premier League's inquiries in regards to It shows information and details in regards to illegal payments, inflated sponsorship deals, and hidden salary payments to a former manager. Serious stuff from a scum club. The Premier League and Manchester City declined to comment when approached by BBC Sport. However, it's understood City believe the latest details are a continuation of previous allegations. Yeah, because you cheated back then too, in relation to financial fair play regulations, which they feel are designed to damage the club. Yeah, designed to damage the club. Well, the whole point of financial fair play is designed to protect the future of a club, to stop some bullshit wank chops, cash-tastic owner come in and spending more than is within the club's means and putting them in a horrible financial situation should they ever leave, a la potentially Roman Abramovich if somebody else didn't come in and save him, right? You never know what's going to happen. So that's what it's there for. It's supposed to safeguard the future of a fucking club. So never mind that. Anyway, it is thought the club also want to respect the ongoing process with the Premier League by not commenting. According to Der Spiegel, the Premier League champions allegedly pressured underage players to sign contracts with Manchester City through monetary payments in violation of the rules. So just tapping up youth players, putting money into the account, turning young kids' heads with a 10 grand fucking cheeky little cash under the table deal. Fuck off, City. Club sponsors in Abu Dhabi are alleged to have provided only a portion of their payments to the club themselves, with the remainder reportedly made up by club owner Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, a member of the Abu Dhabi ruling family. City are also accused of paying a significant portion of former manager Roberto Mancini's compensation by way of a fictitious consultancy contract. In 2020, City had a 2-year ban from European club competitions overturned by the Court of Arbitration for Sport after UEFA had ruled they had committed serious breaches of financial fair play. The Court of Arbitration for Sport said City had showed a blatant disregard to UEFA's investigation into potential FFP breaches, even though it found no conclusive evidence that they disguised funding from their owner or sponsorship. Right, okay, we all know what happened there. It went away, right? It went away. City lost a ruling by a court of appeal in 2021, which confirmed that the Premier League club was continuing to investigate. So, City's legal team did not want it reported that it was challenging the jurisdiction of Premier League arbitrators to investigate the case. So look at this. Let's get those poo-poo emojis in there. City are fucking scummers. Absolutely Palmaria. Spot on. Well said. They are. They just brought the game into disrepute, in all fairness, man. A gas-tastic championship side, really, who've been bought by Abu Dhabi fucking rulers, who've pumped money into the club through illicit means and justified it by inflating sponsorship deals and all the rest of it. It's actually just completely ruined the whole league in a lot of ways because it's inflated the wages, the prices, the transfer fees, everything. They've had a big factor in this. That's why they're paying fucking 100 million for a player like Grealish, because they've had a hand in ruining the game to a degree. They've also made it an unfair playing field because there are regulations in place which are supposed to be adhered to in order to protect the future of a football club, but also to make it more of a level playing field as well. Like if a club can just be bought by a huge rich owner and then spend £1 billion in one transfer window, it's just going to destroy. You can't just go and buy 30 players from the best teams in the league for shitloads of money just because you want to and you've got the cash. It would ruin the whole league. But that's essentially what they did. So, there you go. I mean, it's a disgrace. They have no culture, just the best coach in 20 years, precisely. They got the best coach, the best players, but really behind the scenes, they got no fans. They got no fans. It's a disgrace. Manufactured club, says Solskjaer 99. Mark Harris, what's going on? And he says, Pep's no personality, bin him. Well, Pep is undoubtedly a great manager. That's why they're doing for so well. And it's frustrating because they don't really deserve it, peeps. They don't really deserve it. Listen, if they'd have got to this place in the fair way, we'd be all saying, fair play. They're just so fucking good. Like Liverpool, right? I look at Liverpool and I go, you wankers, you're fucking good right now. But they deserve it. They deserve it. They had 30 years of hurt. They've gone about it the hard way, the right way. They haven't spent a ridiculous amount. They have signed big players here and there. Yeah, sure. But if you actually look what they spent, it's a lot less than the other top 4 clubs, right? They've done it the right way. They've got the history. They've earned it. They earned it fair and square with the time and the different approaches they've put in over the years and sticking with Kloppy and all the rest of it. They've earned it. So you can't begrudge Liverpool their success. I fucking begrudge Man City their success, though, because it's all just bought and manufactured and fake. That's what it is. True, Mark Harris. How can he be the best coach if he's got £1 billion budget? True. He just signs whoever he wants to sign. It's a fair point. And he's had to do that, Bayern. He had the Wonder squad as well. He also had that insane squad at Barcelona. So, yeah, he's never really proved it at a club that's not got unlimited resources. I agree. Exactly. Madhouse says Liverpool and Arsenal are legit, pig. Exactly. You can't really deny those guys the success. But teams like Chelsea, with what they've done over the years, using dirty money to buy players and buy success over at their team as well. In my opinion, that is a disgrace also. Their chairman obviously had to leave. He was relieved, and he's relieved of his duties. Sanctions in place, decided to sell the club. And there's going to be new owners, obviously, that come in there. But so the future of Chelsea is uncertain right now. But certainly they're another one that have played dirty in this league. Yeah, Madhouse, your granny can manage Man City. Thank you, Rush Mono. He says, smash a like for the pig. Thank you, Rushy. We got over 150 of you legends in here right now. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Do hit the like button on it. That helps us out. Let's see if we can get 169 likes on this stream. Also, subscribe if you're new. If you want to get in the chat and get your opinions in, you only need to be subscribed for 1 minute to have your say. So do smash that like and subscribe and get yourself involved in the chatter. Right, so there you go. City latest. It's a disgrace. City are a disgrace club. And as I said, there's lots of different things that are being investigated now for 3 different breaches of the rules: illegal payments for underage players, inflated sponsorship deals, which is the one that really pisses me off the most in all fairness, because, I mean, the other 2 are disgusting as well, and hidden salary payments, but also the inflated sponsorship deals, because that's literally, you might as well just be laundering money there, if you ask me. It's literally just inflating one enterprise business using the other. And there's a word for that. It's gone out of my head now, but it's fucking illegal. It should be illegal anyway. It should be illegal, but it's not. It should be illegal, but it's not for some reason. There's some bullshit loophole. Though the Premier League need to close that loophole then, don't they? That's what they need to do. It shouldn't actually be like that. You know, the rules and regulations should be in place where this should not be made allowable, I think. So the Premier League's got a responsibility to do something about this going forward as well. And UEFA as well, which is why we're seeing certain things coming in. UEFA have announced a new financial regulation which will cap squad spending, transfer fees, wages, and agent fees to 70% of a club's revenue. That is, you know, what's understood to be happening. Also, yeah, and this is, so sponsorship money paid for by the state. Internal documents show that Man City had received funding from a government agency in Abu Dhabi. And you you can actually read source material on Spiegel's website in Germany. If you want to read the source material, it's on there. So just Google it, guys. But yeah, man, it's all there to be seen. City are a fucking disgrace. There you go, Bubba. City will open a car wash like Walter White to justify it. So true, mate. So true. I like your style there, right? Okay then, so right, let's get into it then, guys. Thank you everyone who's in here. 164 legends. Do like, subscribe, and comment. Get yourself involved now, because we're gonna do the keep or sell. We discussed it a little bit at the start of the video, but we're just gonna get into it now. Who should stay? Who should go? Let's say Erik Ten Hag does get appointed the new Manchester United manager soon, whether it's, well, in the summer, probably most likely after the season's finished. Who should he be keeping in the squad, and who should he be letting go? And when I say keep or sell, right, obviously some of these players' contracts are going to be going up at the end of the window anyway. So in regards to them, what we mean is like renew or let go on a free. But we're just going to say keep or sell, because that just makes more sense, doesn't it? Keep or sell. So even if it's a player who might be going on a free, like Jesse Lingard, we're going to say keep or sell. Keep means sign him up to a new contract. Sell means let him go. Okay? So just to be clear. Right, in regards to the goalkeepers then, let's get in there, guys. So we're going to go from goalkeepers, then we're going to work our way through the team. I'm going to get into the chat, see what you guys are thinking throughout as well. So make sure you do get yourself voting, and tell me who you think we should keep or sell in the live chat. Goalkeepers then, David De Gea, the easiest one on the list because he's the best player in our team. So I'm not even really going to talk too much about this because it's pointless. He's obviously the best player that we've got. He saves our ass more than anybody else, and it would be stupid for us to let him go. So absolutely keep David De Gea. The guy is our best player. Keep easy, says Wiggy. Keep, says Ezio. Ian Dawn, Josh Lee, Jamaican, Jonathan Gallagher. Sal, says the Saint. Interesting. Solskjaer says sell. What's your reasoning behind it then? Anthony White says sell. What's the reasoning behind it? Because he's on such huge money and maybe there's another opportunity for somebody else to do it. You know what? De Gea's still young enough to be in the goalkeeper for Manchester United for the next 4 years or 5 years. Thank you, Max B. Appreciate that, man. He says keep De Gea. Joe Hart situation says the same. Nah, I don't think it is, mate. He's literally our best player this year. Or you think that maybe because he's just got the lacking of, you know, you look at Ten Hag, he's got the lacking of maybe the feet, the distribution, the sweeper keeper aspect. Okay, I see what you're saying, but no, I mean, that is all true. He's not the best in those areas, but in terms of a shot stopper, overall keeper, guy's a machine. Keep Dave, but he may be vulnerable in a Ten Hag team. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's it. As a sweeper keeper type player, he is not the best. De Gea is good, but his distribution is poor, says Rushmano. Spot on. Yeah, he's not the best at that at all. That's where somebody like Dean Henderson, is excels. So, but for me, it's an obvious choice, guys. It's an obvious choice. You've got to keep David De Gea. He's the best player for us this season. Come on, you've got to give him a big chance at this football club, man. Under the new manager. Mark Harris, thank you so much for the $2 super chat, lad. Appreciate you getting in here. Let's get a cheeky little soo in the live chat there for Mark Harris. Thank you. He says, sack all the bums in the first team. Get in youth. Respect, man. Yeah, great shout, my son. Great shout. I like your rawness there, Mark Harris. Get in there. Sack all the bums. And bring in the youth. Respect. I respect that, my friend. Okay, nice. I like your style. Thank you very much. Hello there, our Kings, United Forever, David, Jaren, everyone. Lots of legends getting in here. Thank you for joining. So, to me personally, my opinion is absolutely keep David De Gea. He's the best keeper. I understand the thoughts of a new manager coming in who's going to be playing a different style where you might need to have a sweeper keeper. And De Gea's not the best at that. But I still think you've got to give him the opportunity to try and adapt. You have to give him the opportunity. He's been our best player for a decade, this man. Okay, Lee Grant, just sell. Tom Heaton, he's a backup. Don't not too bothered about these guys. But Lee Grant, fucking, what's that all about? Dean Henderson, then. Dean Henderson, guys. Let's talk about Dean Henderson. We're going to just skip past some of the lesser, like Lee Grant, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? But Dean Henderson, let's talk about Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson is maybe, where he is a better sweeper keeper. He has got better distribution. He has got better rushing out. All that sort of stuff is better than David De Gea. But overall, as a keeper, David De Gea is the elite. So Dean Henderson maybe could have progressed like an absolute beast this season. But he hasn't had the opportunities because De Gea has kept him out with his unbelievable performances. Hey, good evening there, Benjamin Bessemer. You caught COVID. Oh, that's gash, dude. Let's get some love hearts in there for Benjamin. I hope you feel better, lad. Max B, thank you for the £2 super chat, mate. No message to go with it, just raw vibes. Thank you, Max B. Appreciate you, dude. Can we get a sue in the chat? Nice one. Thank you, Max. Vutinator says, sell Hendo and get the money. Sell 100%, says Jonathan Gallagher. Sell, says Mr. Curly Whirly. Something about Henderson I don't like. Think he's bang average as a keeper. Really, Burble? Wow, okay. Well, I've always thought he's a good keeper in all fairness. He's a good shot stopper, and he is very good with his feet, and his distribution's very good, and that kind of thing. But he's unproven to the top degree. He's only had one top season in the Premier League. That was just Sheffield United. Other than that, he's not really had a proper run in Manchester United's team to be able to say over the course of, half a season or whatever, yeah, this guy is good enough, or this guy's not good enough. So I agree. I see what you're saying. But for me, I would sell him because we can generate 20-odd million pounds for a really good homegrown English goalkeeper that a lot of clubs would be interested in, whether it's Newcastle United or whoever. A lot of clubs would be interested, I think, in signing Dean Henderson. He's somebody that could contend for the England #1 spot over the next decade. Not necessarily saying he will get the spot, but he could contend with that spot over the next decade. He would be a good homegrown signing for any of those teams really looking to sign a good homegrown English player who's a mid-table side. So Dean Henderson, yeah, I would sell him because it gives us money to be able to reinvest. As long as we do reinvest that money in the key areas that we actually need, I would imagine having De Gea and Tom Heaton and a youth goalkeeper would be enough for us next season. But I understand maybe if Ten Hag's coming in wanting to use more of a sweeper keeper, so we'll have to wait and see what he decides. Palmerius, thank you for the 14 months membership, dude, of a Bacon and Egg Brigade. You legend. Get in there. He says 10 schlag. Hey, get in there, Palmerius. Thank you so much, you legend. Can we get a hashtag 14 months in the chat there for Palmerius? Thanks very, very much, dude, for being a member of this channel. You absolute don. And just being a long-time viewer, a long-time legend, man. Palmerius, dude. What a don. I hope you keep him well, Palmerius, dude. Right, so Dean Henderson, sell. So that's the first two. We've got David De Gea, keep. Dean Henderson, sell, in my humble opinion. Next up, right, okay, the defenders. So let's start with Victor Lindelof. Guys, Victor Lindelof, keep or sell? Now, my opinion on Victor is out of maybe all of those players other than Varane, he's the one that I probably would keep. I probably would keep Victor, just as a squad player, just as somebody who's going to, come in and play occasionally. I'm not saying he's the starter. He's not good enough to partner Varane going forward, I don't think. So for me, he's not really a first-team starter truly, but he's somebody that you need there to give you competition for places. And he is a good ball player. He's got the vision. Maybe he could play in a couple of other positions as well. Maybe you could see him pop in at CDM or something. or he's played right back for Rangnick, didn't he? Which didn't really go too well, but he's got some versatility to him. I think he's a good passer. He's got good vision. He's a good defender, but he's not a great defender. He's getting better. I think this season at United for Victor, actually, apart from a few gash last games, it's been a pretty good one actually for Victor. I think it's been a pretty decent one. I think it's been okay. So let's have a look at the chat then. So Ezio says sell. Fozzie Aussie says keep, and JR2. The Saint says sell. Berber says keep as a squad player. Sell says Madhouse. Sell says Jerin. Keep for now says Sounddog. Sell says Solskjaer. Sell. So actually a lot of sells coming in there. It's probably split 50-50 there between sell and keep for Victor Lindelof. I can understand why. Me personally, out of all the defenders there alongside Varan, I would keep him as a centre-back. So I would keep Victor Lindelof, guys. Let's you need hungry players, feed the meat and keep them in cage at night. Players on big contracts, why work hard? Mark Harris, yeah, that's right. Poke them with a stick and watch their bollocks grow. Keeps as Eamon Barrett, keeps as United Forever, keeps as Mark O. Thank you, guys. So I think overall, most people in the chat say keep Victor Lindelof. Okay, Eric Bailly. Now, Eric Bailly, to me, as much as I do rate him as a player, he's injury prone. He's not really that fit. He's not really that available. I think we've reached the end with Eric Bailly. It's just my opinion. He is a really good player. He's just not really the sort of player you can rely on to be a stalwart throughout the season. Neither is Varan, in all fairness, but Varan's just an elite level player, right? These players get injured. They're out a lot of the time. He is worth a little bit of money, Eric Bailly. There is some teams that would be interested in signing Eric Bailly. There was reports that a lot of teams in Serie A would want to buy him. So, oh, crikey, look at the live chat. Everybody has said sell Eric Bailly. Yeah. I agree. I mean, that's it. We want to start striving towards having a better standard at this football club. Eric is a good player, but he's not a great player, and he's also somebody that's going to let you down with his injury record. He does get injured a lot, and he's just a bit erratic, and we need to start forming a proper partnership. So for me, Eric Bailly is the one of those centre backs that should go. Yeah, Eamon says sell him, and he's injury prone. Is Eric still on the team? He is still on the team, Merciless. Yeah, he is, absolutely. And he's fit at the moment. He's just not being played. Josh Lee says, sell Eric, injury prone to hell. Yeah, I agree. Sell by it's time for a massive clear out. Ten Hag, 5 years and no complaints when he loses. Well, okay, 5 years is a bit much, but it depends, doesn't it? If there's progress taking place, that's what counts. Okay, Eric Bailly. So the live chat has spoken. Sell him. Vutinator says, sell Eric. The live chat has spoken, and I agree. It's time to go. Right, Phil Jones. Sell, isn't it, guys? You've got to try and sell him. I'm not saying we will be able to sell him because he is literally like the turd that won't flush around here. And no disrespect to him, I'm not calling him a turd. He seems like a nice guy. He played well for us. That one game he's played in the last couple of years for us, he played well. But, it's time to go for Phil Jones. I'm sorry to say, what are we doing with Phil? It's pathetic. He's being paid a huge amount of money to do nothing here. He needs to go. You've got to get rid now. Just let him go somewhere, he was talks about maybe going to France or somewhere, wherever, and pay half of his wages to play for them. That's what it's come down to. You shouldn't really have him here not playing. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. So Phil Jones, he should go. Is he here just to make up the numbers for the homegrown lads? Yeah, sell years ago, says the Saint. Sell and get some of the wages back, says Eddie's Football Waffle. Precisely, that's it. Get him off the books, Get him off the books. Why waste our money with this guy? DJ Man with the Beard says sell. Vachi says Jones, legend, keep him. Susan Lively Sue, how you doing tonight, says sell. Madhouse says sell yesterday. Jones is like a tampon that won't flush, says Max B. Sort of elaborated on what I said there. Anyway, sell Jones, says Johnny. Jones, Paul Cleaner, says Eamon Barrett. Okay, so a lot of people are slagging off Jones. I actually like Jones, but he's not a United player anymore. He's not been a United player for years. His mentality's not quite there. He's not been given the chances. It's a waste of time at this stage. He's just a backup player. Okay, now the two other centre-backs we've got, Raphael Varan, guys. Raphael Varan. So Raphael Varan, guys, what do you think about Raphael Varan? I mean, you've got to keep him, don't you? He is actually, arguably the only one centre-back that's sort of lived up to the standard that we set at Manchester United this year. And we've only just signed him, and he's a great player, and he's in his prime. He's still only 29, right? He's in his prime, this guy. We obviously, that's an easy one. Yeah, everyone's saying keep, winner, keep. He's one of the few players that's really good enough to be in this starting 11, I think. So yeah, absolutely keep him. Vutane says keep him. Keep says it's only me, Mick. Thank you, Rushmana, for saying subscribe to the channel. Oh, yeah, if you guys are new, we're on our way to 54,000 subscribers. We might be able to do it during this show. The last time I looked, we were 5 subscribers away. So if you're new, and this is the first time you're ever watching, tickle that little subscribe button down there. You might as well. It's free, and you'll help us get to 54K. Get in there, my son. Thank you very much if you've done it. do hit the sub up. And we got 100 likes on the stream as well. Thank you everyone for hitting the like. Let's see if we get 169 dudes. Anyway, so Raphael Varan's got to stay. Harry Maguire now, guys. Harry Maguire. Fucking get to fuck. That's how I feel about Harry Maguire. Definitely sell him. Try and cash in 30 or 40 million quid from Newcastle. Yes, please. Leicester City, you want him, do you? Can we do a cheeky little trade deal with Tielemans or something? Let's be having you. Just get rid. It's time to go. He's actually not the standard that we need. He's an okay player. If he was going to be the new Phil Jones backup for the next few years, sitting on the bench doing jack shit, I'd say, okay, that makes sense. But he's not a starter for Manchester United, I don't think, the standard that we need. He's also not a captain fit to be leading this Manchester United. That's what really pisses me off, guys, is the fact that he's the captain. I can live with Maguire being in the squad and having a place in the team. I can't deal with him being the captain of this football club, man. Free transfer, says Callum Main, and let's give him the old Aubameyang treatment. Smash a one in the live chat if you think we should give him the Aubameyang treatment. No, we're not going to do that. We want to cash in. He's an asset, right? He's in his prime as a player. His age, he's in his prime. He's playing for England. He's England's first choice centre back. Guy. This guy's got a market value that is quite high, believe it or not, even though it's not fucking 80 million quid like we paid for him. But it is, 40 million quid, I think. I think you could get 40 million quid from Newcastle United with all their money that they've got. Oh, excuse me. I think they could, you could get 40 million quid from them. So very, very much would like to see him sold, try and cash in, try and get his money off the books and get a better leader in the team as well. £80 million slab, says NK Shooter. Hey, thank you, Simon Granston, for subscribing to the channel. Nice one there, Simon. Get in there. Appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. Sell for fuck's sake, says United Prodigy. 28 quid in a bun, says Mark Harris. We will get at least a tenner for him, says Max P. You guys are too harsh. Not Harry's fault. It was 8 minutes. It's not his fault for the price tag, okay. But it is his fault for his gash performances, mate. I think largely. Not all of them. Sometimes the team, the tactics, that's also going to play a part. But him as an individual has not performed well enough over the last 2 years. Facts. Not for Manchester United. He is a good player. We're not going to totally say he's shite, actually. We know he's a good player. We know he could be a good standard player for a mid-table side. And he does play for England regularly. He is a good standard player. He had a good Euros. He had a good World Cup for England. He's a good standard player. He's just not a good enough standard player for a club like Manchester United, unfortunately. So, yeah, terminate Maguire's deal, says Rajat Malaysia. He has no middle piggy. Maguire, the Lidl of defenders, says Steve-O. I would have thought, I don't know, is he the Lidl of defenders? Lidl's like quite cheap and reasonably priced. I would have thought he's like just like some gash overpriced thing that's really disappointing. Like he's kind of like an Uber Eats Londis. You know what I mean? Just like a shitty Londis, but it costs like 3 or 4 times more than it's actually fucking worth if you want it delivered to your house. Harry Maguire's an Uber Eats Londis, folks. Anyway, Nate H getting in here. Thank you so much, Nate H, for being a legend and super chat me. $4.99 there, bro. He says, just wanted to point this out, Ping. Liverpool's highest earner is Van Dijk, 220k a week. We have 5 players earning over 300k a week. What a joke. Yeah, the salary at this club, the wage structure of this club is a mockery, my friend. And actually, Liverpool, I saw Klopp's comments on Haaland the other day, where he was saying, oh, no, absolutely ridiculous numbers involved with Haaland. It's not going to happen, So, yeah, I mean, you've got a point there, mate. The wage structure of this football club has been made a mockery by, the previous regime, people like Woody and, of course, Arnold and all the rest of it, doing gash stuff, Matty Judge, all these twats, all these people behind the scenes. I mean, whoever's responsible for it all. But, we've got 5 players. So, yeah, we got 5 players over 300k a week. We signed Alexis Sanchez on $500,000 a week, stuff like that. We made a mockery of the wage structure over the years. We're trying to address it, I think. I think once Pogba's gone and Ronaldo's gone, who's going to be a top earner then? It's probably going to be Bruno Fernandez, which in my opinion, or it will be De Gea actually, won't it? David De Gea in goal, which is a crazy amount to pay a goalkeeper 300k. J Blood, thank you so much for the super highlighted comment, actually. Get in there. He said, yes, Pig, hope you and Mrs. Pig doing good, bro. We are doing good. Thank you very much for asking there, J Blood. Appreciate you, man. And let's get a hashtag 15 months in there for being a legend of this channel and supporting us for 15 months, you don. Thank you very, very much there, man. Get in there, J Blood. Really appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. So, Harry Maguire, fucking get out. There you go. Sell. That's my opinion on Harry Maguire. Try and cash in, get your money back on him as much as you can and move on and sign somebody else in the centre-back position. That's my humble opinion there. Maybe we can get Milky Way Crunchies and a bag of crisps for Harry Maguire. I don't know, that's too nice, though. What's the CR7 versus Rooney BS going on? Okay, Jeezy, just watch my video earlier on, actually, that I did today, mate. But just for a brief rundown, Rooney said some comments about Ronaldo, which weren't the best on Sky Sports, said he struggled a bit this season. Ronaldo put 2 jealous on his Instagram post, and now Rooney's come back and basically said, well, I'm jealous of him because he's the fucking best footballer ever. He's a handsome bastard with 6-pack abs. That's pretty much it. Okay, next up, guys, Diogo Dallo, keep or sell? Diogo Dallo, keep or sell? It's a keep for me. He's developed really well under Rangnick. Rangnick deserves some credit for his development of certain players since he's come in, such as Dallo, such as Telles. They have been given more game time and look better under him. Even Fred, I think Fred has come along recently, actually, and played quite well. So he's developed a few players well. Diogo Dallo, I think, is one of those. He's young and exciting. He's not perfect. Defensively, he's not the best. Going forward, he's quite good. And also, he's just young and has got good potential. So for those reasons, you've got to keep Diogo Dallo. Yeah. Keep, says Fozzie. Keep on the bench, says Madhouse. Keep. Sell, says JR. Yeah, Kate Cadet, I'm live again, my friend. Simon Cranston. J Blood, keep. Yes, indeed. Okay, everyone's saying keep here, really. Keep as a squaddy, says Berber. Keep, says the Vutinator. Keep, says Francisco Tavera as an alternate right back. Keep and improve, says Elliot Manduno. Nice one. Squad player, says the Saint. Thank you guys for getting your thoughts in there. Yeah, I agree with you largely. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be the best choice, first choice right back for us, but certainly as a squad player, somebody to come in, give you something a bit different going forward as well from that position, he would be good. So I'm glad we're all more or less agreed on that one. Luke Shaw. Now, Luke Shaw on the other side, it's a keep from me. It's a keep from me. He's not great. He's like a 7 out of 10 player for me, but that's pretty good. We don't really have anything much better than that at the moment. I mean, Telles is comparable, similar in the sort of ways that they're good, but they're not great. All round, I think Telles actually is fantastic going forward. He's got a great technique. He's a fantastic player, but defensively, he's not the soundest. And Luke Shaw, again, defensively not sound, is great going forward, in my opinion. I think Luke Shaw creates a lot for United and has done consistently, but defensively, he's not the best. Neither's Telles. Keep these guys, in my opinion, both of them. I would keep both of them, actually. Let's talk about Telles now. So Luke Shaw, sorry. Let's do one at a time. Keep, but he needs a fitness regime. Eddie's football ruffle, mate. He needs to put down the fucking Cornish pasties, mate, doesn't he? That's it. He needs to do an extra half an hour cardio after everybody's gone home, I think, That's it. After class, extracurricular activity for Luke Shaw. Keep the pies away from him and get him on the treadmill for 30 minutes extra at the end of training. Good shout, Eddie's football ruffle. He is a bit of a meaty individual, as a pro athlete. Man, I know Rooney or whatever, they've got a bit of a stocky build, but he's stocky, but he's tubby stocky, you know what I mean? He's definitely got 7 or 8 pounds on him he doesn't need. And half a stone for a pro athlete, that's a lot. You don't see Cristiano Ronaldo rocking up with a bit of a beer gut on him like he's had a couple extra fucking free Bentos, do you? No, you don't. So, I agree. Luke Shaw, get yourself in shape, lad. Take a leaf out of Alex Tellez's book, mate. He's lean as fuck. Okay, so Alex Tellez, guys, keep or sell? It's a keep from me as well. Now, I think he's a good age. I think he's great going forward. I like his set pieces. I like his delivery. I like his corners. I like his passes. He's somebody that can give you a really good attacking threat. He's a great option. If you're going to have a successful season in different competitions, you need depth. You need quality and depth. If United are going to be a really top team and have the depth that a team like, say, City has or whatever, you need quality and depth. Alex Telles is a quality player. And those two can sort of fight it out. Good competition for that place on the left-hand side. There is some talks and speculation at the moment that Telles might want to be leaving Manchester United in the summer if an offer was coming in because, well, lack of game time. He hasn't played that many times. And maybe if there was an offer, in fact, there was a report to say that he might want to go back to Porto, but I don't know. Listen, he's a Man United player. I think we should absolutely try our best to keep him. We don't need fullbacks. Yeah, we don't need fullbacks. That's right, Jay. I'm sort of with you there, bud, really. I mean, maybe we could do with adding a right back. But I agree. It's not really the key position of the team that we are struggling in the most, is it? Couldn't agree more with you. Keep, says Philip Chapman. Keep, says Vincent Buller. Yes, Vincent. You love Telles' brand and love his passion. Precisely, Josh Lee. That's half of it, isn't it? Mentality as well. Like he is a great player. I mean, also he scored one of the best goals we scored in the last sort of year, if you ask me. Remember that absolute banging volley? It was like RVP was reincarnated in Man United shirt again. But anyway, I love a bit of Telles. I do. I think he's a good attacking player. I think he gives us great delivery, great balls in the box. So I'll keep him. Great shout, guys. Thank you very much. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the Spider. Keep or sell? Again, keep for me. Again, keep for me. People slag off Aaron Wan-Bissaka big time. He's not the best going forward, I agree. He is young. He can get better in that area. He can improve. And I like him. I think he's a good, committed Manchester United player. When I look at his effort levels out there, that's what I like. He's putting in the shift. He's working quite hard for the team. And he's a defensive option. Now, I don't think he's a really great option, like right now, as a right back in the new system, especially under Ten Hag, because he doesn't have that really great quality going forward. He's a defensive right back, but sometimes you need a defensive right back. And out of all the players we've just mentioned there, Luke Shaw, Telles, Dallo, and Wan-Bissaka is by far the best defender when we're talking about pure defenders. In my opinion, when it comes to one-on-one defending, things like that, I personally think he is the best defender out of them all. So he's the hardest to get by, he's the hardest to beat. So for that reason, I think we should keep him because he's a great defensive option. But judging by the live chat, I've seen a lot of people saying sell. Berber says sell, bang average. Really, that is harsh. Sell says the Saint. Mid-table player says Francisco. Sell says Yeezy. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is a clown, says Ezio. Fucking hell. Undecided, says Simon Granston. Keep and coach. He's young. That's what I want to say, Madhouse. You said it, mate. You said it better than me, sir. Keep and coach him. Give him a chance over the next year under the new coach as well. Give him a chance. He's still young enough. You could actually miss out on a really fantastic player there. I've actually seen him play some amazing games of football for Man United. Anybody who says he hasn't done is lying. This season has not been good for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Parts of last season were not great for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But you know what? The first season he came in at the club, he was one of our best players. He's consistent. He was committed. I really thought he did a really good job under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Largely. Now, under Rangnick, he's not really played that much, and he's obviously not got the ability when it comes to going forward and getting those balls in to a good degree. He can beat the man, he can get wide, but his delivery is gash. It's true, Rushmano, lots of teams play on Aaron Wan-Bissaka when attacking. True. I mean, the thing is, though, everybody's just said keep Dallo. I mean, Wan-Bissaka is a better defender than Dallo. Did you remember that game against, we were talking about Dan Juma earlier. Remember that game against Villarreal where Dallo's playing right back and he's just getting absolutely rinsed all game long by Dan Juma? Like, it's not even close out of the two of them, in my opinion. Who's a better defender, Wan-Bissaka or Dallo? Wan-Bissaka's way better defensively. Now, Dallo's way better going forward, but you need a bit of fire and ice sometimes. I like him. I'm just going to say I like him. He's young. He's hungry. He might not be the best, but you need a squad player, don't you? You need a squad player. I mean, the alternative is you've got Brandon Williams, right, who's out on loan. You could bring him back and give him an option going forward, or you could sign somebody else. But Brandon Williams is, in my opinion, no disrespect to him, he's only 20 or 21. But in my opinion, he's not the answer for Manchester United going forward, in that position. No disrespect. I think he's a good player, but I just don't think, he's going to be the man unless you go and sign somebody. Okay, so there you go. It's a little bit of a split live chat there, but I think most people have said get rid of Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Clark Kent says bring in Anthony, Tchouaméni, Neves and Timber. Great shout, Clark. Love your style there. Superman in the house. Get in. Hey, Nut, what's going on, Nut? He says, Mark Harris ready for the weekend. Hope all is good with you. Great to see you in here, Nut. What a legend. William Reedy. Yes, there is FIFA tonight, my man. We'll be on at 11:30-ish. So do come and get yourself involved. Right. So, Axel Twanzebe, guys. Axel Twanzebe, right. I'm actually going to say keep as a backup. Whether or not he wants to be is another big question. But Axel Twanzebe, I don't know why we let him go out on loan this season, really. I think it was kind of stupid. But there you go. I'm talking about as a backup here. I'm not talking about as a starter. I'm saying get rid of Maguire, get rid of Bailly, and keep Twanzebe as a backup. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need some backups. You can't just go into the season with two centre-backs. That's stupid. You've got to have depth, right? Axel Twanzebe is a decent backup, mate. That's all he really is. But, yeah, I would keep him, give him an opportunity. He's quick. He's quite physical. Defo keeps says the Saint. Sell says Madhouse. Nice one, Jared, lad. Thank you. Bring Donny back, says Jordan Lewis. Keep as a backup, says Ezio. Keep, says J Bud. Keep, says Mikato. Keep, start him over the slab, says Berber. Keep, says Susan Lively Sue. Keep, I agree, says Fozzie Ozzy. Keep, backup player and versatile, says Francisco. Thank you very, very much, dude, for getting in here. Everyone, the live chat's absolutely popping off. Really appreciate you all tuning in. Make sure you're dropping the like if you're just getting in the stream. It's free to do so. Smash that like button. Let's see if we can get 169 likes. That's the target. Also, hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here and get involved in the chat. So, Axel Twanzebe, I would keep him as well as a backup. Next up, Ted Nmengi. We'll talk about him. Ted Nmengi. I'm not going to say some of the lesser youth players or whatever, but I'll talk about Ted Nmengi. Ted Nmengi, keep. Absolutely. And bring into the first team. squad. Not the first team, but the first team squad. Get rid of get rid of Bailly, get rid of Bailly and Maguire. That leaves you with 4 centre-backs. That would be Varan. And, get rid of Phil Jones as well, sorry. Get rid of Phil Jones, get rid of Bailly, get rid of Maguire. Those 3 out the door. Then you promote Mengi to the squad. You give Axel Tuanzebe deputy position in that centre-back line, backing up those 2 main starters. And the 2 main starters will be Raphael Varan and somebody else who we signed. That's what my theory is, right? So, yeah, I'd say, got to keep him. Loan, says Josh. I don't think we should loan him out. I think, what's the point, man? Give him some chances. He'll probably develop better, getting the odd game here at Manchester United and playing with those quality players in training and being coached by United's coaches and actually give him opportunities. I'm not saying just bring him into the squad and don't play him. I actually want him to play. I want him to play sometimes. I think give him some opportunities, man. He's a young player. He's a good young player. These young players are never going to break through and turn into the next class of 92 or whatever if we don't give them opportunities, right? And if you look at Ten Hag, he's the sort of coach that develops youth players. So I actually look at what he's done, Tenen Mengi, so far as a young man. I think he looks like a good prospect for the future. We should give him a chance. I would actually have rather him come in and played instead of Harry Maguire all season that's just gone as a kid. I'd rather that kid came in and played all season long instead of Maguire. So there you go. I did not forget Lindelof Kerner Ward. He was the first player I discussed actually in the centre-back positions, and we decided that we would keep him. I said I would keep him. Yeah, we've done Lindelof. Okay, so next up the midfielders, guys. So that's all the defenders sorted out. Keep or sell. Just to clarify, the only players we would keep from the current defence is that David De Gea, Heaton, Henderson. Sorry, no. David De Gea and Heaton. That's it in the goalkeepers. Grant and Henderson can do one. Defenders-wise, Victor Lindelof, I keep. Raphael Varan, I keep. Luke Shaw, Dallo, Tellers, Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, and Mengi, I keep. And I would sell Bailly, Jones, and Harry Maguire. I would sell those guys. So, yeah. That's the defenders. On to the midfielders now, guys. I'm not going to try and keep you too long tonight, but midfielders, right? Paul Pogba, guys. Paul Pogba. See you later on, Paul. Time to go. You know what I mean? It's time to go. See you later on, son. No, it's time to go in the summertime, yeah. Sell. I mean, obviously, yeah, like I say, we're going to put sell in the live chat. Even though it's not going to be a sale, it's going to be a free. But we're going to say keep or sell. Stick with that. Absolutely, guys. Sell the Fanny, says Madhouse. Sell. Pogba out years ago, says the Saint. Keep, says Yeezy. Sell, says Solskjaer. Sell Pogba, says Johnny. Sell, says the Saint. Right, guys, yeah, I agree. I mean, it's time to go. The comments that he makes, the average performances he puts in, the inconsistencies. He may well have all the talent in the world, but he doesn't show up. He's a waste man at Manchester United. So for those reasons, Paul Pogba, I couldn't agree more. Get rid. Time to go. Everybody's put sell in the live chat. Pogba has quality, but no commitment. Agreed, Francisco. Totally agreed with you, man. Mark Harris says, let's have a poll. Well, we're doing a live chat poll with the comments at the moment, pretty much. That's what we're doing. We're doing a visual poll. Elvis Mahati, what's going on, my man? How you doing? Get in there, my son. Come on. Where are you? Let's be having you. We've hit 54,000 subscribers, guys. Let's just take a moment to say thank you to everybody who supports this channel, watches this channel, and to who subscribe to this channel. We have got 54,000 now, my friends. Come on. Get in. Hashtag 54K. Right. Let's get on. So Pogba out. See you later on. Sell him. Thank you. It's only me, Mac. Thank you, Saint. Thank you, Fozzie. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Thank you, Ronnie Dodge. Thank you, Eddie's Football Waffle. Mate, 54K. Get in there, my son. Mate, what's the capacity of Anfield, dude? 53,394. We've officially got more subscribers than shitty Anfield. Come on! Next stop, Old Trafford, baby. That's it. That's the next target. Anyway, right. Right. Anyway, so okay. Let's get on to the next player. So Juan Mata, guys. Juan Mata. It's time to go for Juan Mata as well. I love Juan Mata. I think he's been one of our better players since signing in the January 2014. I really do. I think he's actually been consistent over the years. Some of the memories that stick out in my mind, you know, that volley against the Scummers, Liverpool that we just mentioned, you know, but it's time to go for Juan Mata. Sell says it's only me. Sell says Simon. Sell Yeezy. Eddie says sell. Adamski. Thank you, Adamski. Appreciate that, my man. He says, congrats on 54K. Thank you, bud. Put him out to stud, says Pogba. Send him off to the glue factory. Sell, says Jay and Johnny and Josh and Solskjaer. Keep for cups, says Mikato. Right, okay, so yeah, Juan Mata, it's reported the other day, Romano said that he's not really looking to retire, but he will be leaving Manchester United at the end of, well, that's what's expected anyway. I very much doubt Ten Hag's going to come in and offer him a new deal. But Juan Mata probably will be leaving, and I think we should absolutely sell him, guys. So there you go, Pogba and Juan Mata out the door. Next up, Jesse Lingard. Jesse Lingard, another player that is on the list, guys. Jesse Lingard, keep or sell. It's a sell from me. You know, it's a sell from me. He has had one really good season, I think, in 2017. Other than that, he's been pretty bang average shite, if we're being honest. He's a good player, but he's not a great player. He works hard. I like him in some respects, you know, his tenacity and stuff. He's just not technically gifted enough, and he's not really a true Manchester United player, I don't think. The standard, I mean. So for that reason, he might be a homegrown English, you know, and also Manchester United academy product, which is important, man. And that buys him, that's bought him time over the years. You know, being an academy product, we want that at the club. But we have to realise he's not good enough, man, and we have to move on. Plus, there's big interest from teams like West Ham, Newcastle. These guys are going to be signing him up to a big deal on a free in the summer anyway. Elvis Mahati says sell. Amit Kumar says sell. Keep the house, DJ Lingard, says Jared. Mr. Bean sells, says Vincent Bullock. Selly is not quality for United, says Yeezy. Yeah. So, yeah, he'll probably sign a nice big money move in the summer, going to Newcastle or somewhere like that, West Ham. So, yeah, sell Jesse Lingard. So that's not a good start, is it, guys? So far in the midfield, we've said 3 players, and all of them we think they should go. Next up, Andreas Pereira. It doesn't get any better, guys. Wait, Andreas Pereira. Obviously sell, guys. No disrespect to him. He's out on loan right now. There may be a future deal going on there as well. Really, says the Saint. It's got to be sell Andreas Pereira. Yeah, we're not going to dwell too much on Andreas. We know he's not good enough standard. Again, shouldn't be playing. Ahmad Diallo, of course, keep him at the moment. Maybe, you know, we've got to give him a chance. I don't even understand why we spent 40 million on this guy if we're just going to loan him to shitty fucking Celtic. Rangers. Celtic, Rangers. You know what I mean? Fucking shitty fucking Scottish League loan. You know what I mean? Like, what's the fucking point? Never heard of him, says Madhouse. You what? What you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, Rangers. Yeah, Rangers. Yeah, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean you've never heard of him? Well, we signed him for 40 million quid. 18 years of age. He was doing well in Serie A. He's come in. We haven't played him. Haven't really given him any opportunities. I remember he had one game in the Champions League. He's come off the bench and he scored a header straight away. And we haven't really seen too much from him. We just loaned him out. But definitely keep him. Yeah, the Saint says keep in squad. Says, I don't want to see him loaned out either. I think let's give him a chance. Let's give him opportunities to deputise. We're actually going to need him, I think, as well with what's happened with Greenwood and Martial and Rashford being gash. I think we're going to need Ahmad. So, yeah, absolutely keep. Next up then, guys, Fred the Red. Fred the Red. Talks of a new contract possibly emerging with him soon also. Fred the Red. It's a keep from me. It's a keep from me. I love his attitude. He's not the most technically gifted. He's, you know, he's limited, but I like his energy. That's all I can say. And when I say energy, I mean I like his energy on the pitch, but also his energy around him as a person. He brings good positive vibes to Manchester United's team. He works super hard. He's a good example to other players, I think, of somebody who, you know, may not have all the best abilities in the world, but works twice as hard as everyone to be able to make up for that, you know. And I don't think he's a great player or anything, but I think as a squad player for United, absolutely fine to have him around the gaff. He can come on late in games. He can rotate, play certain games, you know, the lesser games. I don't think he's a key player in the team at all. I don't think he should be starting in the starting 11 in the big games when you're coming up against City or Liverpool or whoever. No, I don't really want to see Fred start. We need to go sign a better quality player than that. He is a good player. He is a good player, and Rangnick's done well with him quite recently as well. But we need to sign someone a little bit better than that. So I would keep him as a squad player. Fred is like a Ford Fiesta, says Steve-O. Interesting, okay. Great Pro says it's only me. I'd say he's more like a mini Metro. Fred says the Cape Cadet. Kante has work ethic too. Well, there you go, Said El Hari. That's it. I mean, his work ethic is brilliant. Like we said, if you could combine Fred and Paul Pogba together and make Freddie Frogba, right? Freddie Frogba would be the best player in the world. He really would. If you could get Pogba's technique, vision, ability, intelligence on the ball and combine it with Fred's energy, tenacity, determination, work rate, you would have the best player in the world. Unfortunately, that's not really how it works. And, you know, if you put them together, it doesn't work either, unfortunately. But I do think that, yeah, Fred is an amazing player. Freddie Frogba, yeah. Yeah, Saeed says 100%, yeah. Right, okay. Right, next up then. So keep Fred. A lot of people said sell. A few people like Ezio says sell. Ninja Starman says sell. Johnny says sell. But most people saying keep, I think, as a squad player. I think he's somebody that we can get behind because he works very hard for the team. Next up, Bruno Fernandez. Well, he's just signed a new contract. I think Kate Cadet said sell him, right? But most people, I think, would probably say keep. Let's have a vote. I'm going to say keep. I think he's obviously been our best player over the last 2 years or so. Not this season, of course. Not this season, piss poor. But over the course of the season, of the since he came in that January window, he was amazing. So obviously keep. Everyone, yeah, keep him, dog. God damn it, says Jonathan Gallagher. Keep. Keep, says Jay. Keep needs reining in. Keep. Everybody says keep Bruno Fernandez. So that's an easy one. We're going to move on. I think, yeah, Erik ten Hag, should he come in, is going to have a very good player on his hands there. Nemanja Matic, guys, it's time to go. Love big Nemanja. He's only actually 33 or 34. He's not exactly ancient. But I just think his best days are behind him now. And really, we do have to start with a new fresh crop really largely. We can have 1 or 2 experienced players. You need a bit of balance. But Nemanja's too old now. And he's actually one of our better midfielders even now. He really is. But we need to do better in the summer with a transfer coming in. And Nemanja Matic is... Gotta go, yeah, Berber Glue Factory as well. Time to send him out to pasture. It really is. It really is. Good player for us. Had a fantastic career as well at Chelsea. And, great player. But, yeah, it's time to sell him and let him go. Josh Lee says sell Matic. It's a wrap, says Elvis. Keep Pig or sell Pig, says Vincent. Obviously, keep Vincent. Sell, says JR. Sell, says the Vutinator. Sad, but sell. I'm with you, Steve-O. Very good player. Very much like his input to United over the years. But it's time to move on. Yeah, fantastic technical player, says Madhouse. Sell, slow as anything, says Max. Sell, Matic is no longer good for Premier League level, says Francisco. Actually, the last couple of games, he's probably put in some of the best midfield performances, actually, we've seen out of the recent players. But that's not saying much. But yeah, I feel you. Slow Matic. He's too slow now. He's old, he's slow. He's not the Matic of 5 years ago. If he was, we would be so happy to have him and saying, yeah, he's the one. But he's just too old now. He's not quite the same. Right, Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek, guys, keep or sell. Donny van der Beek. Well, we know what Jonathan Gallagher is going to say. But anyway, in regards, Matic is better than Fred, says the K Cadet. In a lot of ways, technically, I think you're absolutely spot on, mate. When you talk about bringing the ball back from defence and getting it going forward into attack, I think he's excellent at that and just being solid and actually protecting the back four. But you know what? He's also just not quite at his best anymore. And, we've got to make a statement to go forward. Fred is young and still hungry and is improving. So for that reason, that's the reason I'm behind that, because we've got to start making changes with the changing of the guard at United. So Donny van der Beek, keep. Everyone says keep. Get in there. Keep. He'll replace Pogba, says Bozza. It's going to be really exciting to see if Ten Hag does come in, what he does with Donny van der Beek. Will he unlock Donny? Will he be able to put the arm around him and get the best out of him like he's previously done? Very, very good question, my friend. Very good question. So Donny van der Beek, love to see the love that Donny's getting in the live chat, actually. Bring back Donny, says Ezio. Donny out, says the K Cadet. Erik will keep him. I think you're spot on it, Ronnie. He'll definitely keep him, won't he? Give him a chance. Give him a chance, says Elvis. Nice one, dudes. Right, okay, so Donny van der Beek, everyone, keep for me. For now, give him a chance. Scott McTominay, everyone. Scott McTominay in the live chat. Scotty McTominay. Keep or sell. Okay, so for me, this is a really difficult one. It's kind of like I really don't give a shite, in all honesty. If he stays, I understand it because he has got the mentality. He has got the sort of personality that I like. He's a hungry player. He's somebody that works hard. He's a bit nasty, which I like. He's got a little bit of a, streak to him. I mean, he's got like a physicality about him. He likes to challenge. He likes to tackle. He likes to battle. These are all things that I like. Okay? But I do not like his overall bang average quality. That's what I don't like. Like, he can't sit in front of the backline and protect our defence at all well. He gets found out a lot. He gives the ball away a lot as well. Oh, so there's a lot of people saying sell. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I think if I had to shade it, I'd just edge towards keeping him as a squad player, as a backup player, as a rotationary player. Same sort of situation with Fred. The personality and the mentality is what I want from United. Maybe the technicality's not quite there, but as a backup, as somebody who's going to come in and play some of the lesser teams, somebody who might come in the last 20 minutes of a game, or you might just chuck in there for a derby game, for a battle, for a passionate game, something like that against Leeds Scummers or whoever. then I could see Scott McTominay being a good player to have in the squad. So I'm going to say keep just about, but that's a difficult one for me. It's more or less I don't really care, to be honest. That's how I feel about that. Oh shit, we got 170 likes. We hit our target of 169. Come on. Get in, everyone. Thank you for dropping the like on the video. We've hit the target. Next target, 200 likes. Let's see if we can get 200 likes on the stream. If you're just joining us, please do drop a like. It's free. Nice one. Okay, keepers are backup, says Elvis. Squad player, says Amit Kumar. That's how I feel about it. Keep McTominay, says Cake. No way he's a United player, says the same. In one way he is, in one way he's not. From a mentality-wise, I think he is, but from a quality-wise, I don't think he is. But I think he is a good player, and he is a good strong player. He's strong physically, strong mentally, that kind of guy, but he's not the best. Okay, so there you go. So McTominay, keep or sell. It's a bit split in the live chat, but I would just edge towards keeping him. Okay, on to the forwards then, guys. On to the forwards here. Difficult one to really decipher here, like, what's going on with the forwards, but because we don't have many. But let's go not just forwards, but wingers and stuff here we're going to cover as well, right? So Cristiano Ronaldo, let's just kick things off with Big Ron, with the Adonis, Big Ron. Okay, so will Ten Hag want to go with a new system, a new approach, a new young look team? He's on big money. We might not have Champions League football for him anyway, which might mean that he wants to go. All these things mean that he's actually reasonably likely that he might not be here at the end of the start of next season. He also is probably going to still be here, but he might not be. Like if Erik Ten Hag wants to go with a youthful exuberance up front and go with somebody else, or the new manager does that, and if Cristiano Ronaldo is not happy about not having top four, then I could see a situation where he goes. But for me personally, my thoughts on Ronaldo. I say keep all day. I look at some of those things he's done in some of those games this season. He's won them on his own. Whether it's the, some of the Champions League games, whether it's that Tottenham game where he scored the hat-trick, he's still a great player. He's just not going to be able to quite do it maybe as consistently these days because he's 37 years old, for fuck's sake. He's old as hell. So, he's getting on, but he's still got a great job and a great role to do for us next season because he's physically still 10 years younger than he actually is as his age. So, in my opinion, yeah, Ronaldo, you got to keep him. He's still one of the best players in the world. We haven't seen the best from him this year. He's still got a record of goals, which is like 1 in 2 every game for the season. He's done well. I think he's done well in a really shit team, in a struggling team. He hasn't had the service. Yes, he's gone missing in a few games where he himself has underperformed and missed his opportunities. But other than that, I'm really struggling to see what all this negativity surrounding Ronaldo is about. People want him gone and stuff. I'm desperate to get this guy back to the club. I'm not really disappointed with some of the individual things he's done this season. Some of it has been pure brilliance. So definitely keep him. Give him a chance next season. It's a shame that the team has performed so poorly as a unit because that's not made it easy for Cristiano Ronaldo up top, He's still the GOAT, Yeezy. Keep him, says Jonathan Gallagher. You love him, says Alec Brandon. NK Shooter says okay. Ronaldo, 1 more year. Absolutely, let's keep the guy. Let him finish his contract, says Madhouse. He needs to play to come to him and he puts it in the net. And precisely, if you give him the service, I'm sure he will score. That's spot on. You're so right. Max B says keep is an absolute legend. Spot on. So Ronaldo, it's sort of split a little bit, but it's quite easy for me. Keep him. Tony Martial then, guys. Easy one this for me as well. This is an opportunity we can get a bit of cash back. Get some money off the books. He's on big money. He's worth a little bit of money, but he's not worth that much because of how much he's actually being paid per week. His contract prices him out of the market for a lot of teams. There's no way Sevilla will pay him 180k a week, for instance. So we might have to pay some wages to get rid. But even so, I would get rid of him, sell him. It's time to go. He's not got the right mentality for United. He's not got the consistency. He's not the answer in our wide positions. He's developed to a point and he's just not good enough. Sell all day, Le Sulk. He is a sulky player as well, the Saint. Yes, sell, says Yeezy. Sell, says Slap You Silly. Keep, says Fozzie Aussie. Sell, says It's Only Me Mick. Give him a chance. He's on 600 large, says Marco. Talking about Ronaldo. Yeah, true. Sell, says Johnny. Josh Lee says sell, lazy bum. He's the past, not the future, says Max. Yep. Sell, says Philip Chapman. Eamon thinks that it's sad to see his decline, but sell him. Bon Voyage, Martial. Bon Voyage says Brocky and Susan and Francisco. Okay, so everybody says sell Martial. We're all agreed. He's gash. Next up, guys, this is a difficult one, actually. Marcus Rashford. So, Marcus Rashford, I think I know what's going to come out in the chat, but you know what? It's not as easy as that, is it? He's actually been good the few previous seasons before this one. He's had a stinker of a season. He's completely fallen off a cliff. We don't know what's going on with Rashford. He's literally a shadow of the player he was. He was so good like last couple of seasons, and now he's so shit. It's mental, isn't it? It's mad. But you know what? I'm sorry. I don't think we should wash our hands with Rashford just yet. I think I'll stick my neck out on the line and say we should absolutely keep this guy for one more season and see if the new coach can get him back to being, the good player that we know he is, and that he, get him progressing again, and hopefully being able to reach that sort of potential he's got. Because at one point I thought, yeah, he's going to go on and be like one of the good players around in world football in 5 years' time. I'm looking at Mbappe. You look at players like this. I'm thinking, yeah, Rashford, he's our Mbappe. At one point, people go, you're fucking off your head. And obviously I am off my head because Mbappe is much better. But you know what I mean? Like at one point, there was a lot of buzz, a lot of hype, a lot of potential being shown by Marcus Rashford that he could develop if he continued developing at that rate into one of the world's best players. Not now, unfortunately. But I still think he could turn the corner and get back on track and still be a great player in the future. Sell the politician, says Callum. Keep, says Mercato. Want to see how he does in a Ten Hag. Yeah, Wiggy, exactly. Wiggy with a great comment says, he's only 24. Can't give up on him that easily. People have goldfish memories. He's been class for us previously. I agree, man. 17 league goals one season, from a wide position. He has had some good times in a United shirt. So I agree with you, mate. You got to give him another chance. He's still young. He's still developing. He is on big money. He has had a disappointing season. But with a new approach, new coach, new staff, new system, new style, new tactics, hopefully he's going to be a new player again. Sell and make bank by new talent, says Yeezy. Well, somebody might buy him for 70 or 80 mil. PSG would probably come knocking if you said, but now we've got to keep him all the way. There's a reason these teams would come knocking is because he does have great potential. You're getting depressed about how many players we actually need to get rid of. I know, Cakenet, yeah. So let's keep Rashford, though. Let's keep Rashford, guys. But a few people saying sell, and I do understand it. I'm not going to talk about Mason Greenwood at the moment, guys, because it's just pointless. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it. A lot of your decisions is going to be based on not a footballing decision. So I'm not even going to ask you to keep a sell Mason Greenwood. Plus, we don't know what's going on there. It's still the same situation. And, well, we're just not going to talk about it. Fucking, just forget about it. Edinson Cavani, right? Edinson Cavani. Yeah, well, he's going anyway. We sort of know that already. He's injured at the moment anyway. He's probably not going to play for United again before the end of the season. If he does, be 1 or 2 games. See you later on, Eddie Cavani. I'm sorry. I love Eddie Cavani, by the way. Love Eddie Cavani. What a season he had last year. I've got a Cavani poster on my wall, guys. El Matadore doing the fucking thing. I love Edinson Cavani, right? I love the guy. But just recently, yeah, he's not useful for us anymore, unfortunately. He's just taken the space of a youngster, and he's also injured, and he's not even going to play. So see you later on, Cavani. Yeah, the Saint says Cavani bye. Cavani goodbye. I would like to say thank you to Cavani, though, for the memories, because last season, I think one goal sticks out in my head. Of the best goal of the season. Now, fucking hell, who was it against? Shit. It was the first game back where there were some fans allowed back in the stadium. Oh, no. He scored an absolute banger, mate, over the top of the keeper. Who was it again? Anyway, so Fulham. Yes, the Fulham game. Yes. Cavani, what a fucking goal. And he scored quite a few goals for us last season. He scored some big, important goals. He always showed the right mentality. I've got a lot of love for Edinson Cavani, but yeah, it's time for him to move on. He's all for himself, unfortunately. He says the same. Not so sure, actually, the same. Some of his performances for United have been nothing short of selfless and for the team. So, I maybe money-wise, but when he's on the pitch, he works for the team. Okay, Jadon Sancho, easy one, man. It's an easy one. Keep Jadon Sancho. Great potential being shown recently. He had a rough start to the season. I think he's shown that he's got the right mentality to work hard and keep working hard and keep improving. And he's going to be a good player in the future, really is doing. So, Keep, says Jonathan. Keep, says Madhouse Amit. Yeah, it's an easy one, this one. I think Sancho, he's only just come in. He's only just begun. He did have a rough start in a rough team. But he's starting to show what he's capable of. And he's going to be very, very impressive in the future, I think, once he's settled and once he's developed a bit more. He's still very young. So absolutely keep Jadon Sancho. Paul B, thank you very much for the super chat. Get in there, Paul B, lad. He says, like seeing your stuff. Keep it up. Oh, thank you very much, Paul B. Nice comment, mate. Appreciate that. Please do everyone get a love heart in the live chat for Paul B super chat there. Very nice of you, mate. Get in. Thank you, bro. So keep Jadon Sancho. Okay, Anthony Elanga, no point discussing him. Absolutely keep. What a great breakthrough season he's had for a youngster who's 19 to come in and sort of show the qualities that he's got. Yeah, okay, he's not done it in every single game. But I tell you what, he's definitely got a great place in this squad going forward. I think he's got all the qualities that I look for in a young player. He's hungry, he's determined, and he's confident as well when you see him on the pitch. when he gets the ball, he's hungry, he's trying to make stuff up. He doesn't look like he's got a hot potato and he's scared. He looks like he's a lion ready to pounce, mate. That's what I like about him. So Anthony Elanga, absolutely, absolutely. Sell, says Flabby. Keep. Everyone's saying big keep. Yeah, great one for the future. Okay, now I'm only going to really discuss one more player because, you know, some of the rest are youth players and we're just going to keep them all, you know, like Hannibal, Ghana, you know, Shoretiri, all these guys we're going to say keep on them. It's stupid to let any of these youngsters go. But the only other player I'm going to talk about in the first team now, Tahith Chong. Tahith Chong is not currently with us. He's on loan. Tahith Chong, I mean, for me, it is a sell with Tahith Chong. He doesn't have a place in the team. I'm sorry to say, he just doesn't have a place in the team. He's never going to play, even as a backup capacity. Like, we just need to cash in. I like Tahith Chong. He's shown good abilities at one point, good potential at one point, but he's never going to break his way into this first team, I don't think. So, for those reasons, not good enough. Exactly as Editor. Susan Lively says sell. Neil Driscoll says sell. AU says sell. Alec Brander says sell. He needs more time, says Paul. Does he, though? Does he, though? Nathan McKenna says Grancho, Ahmed and Palistri should be first team. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough, Nathan. Yeah, Palistri's another one. We forgot to talk about him. So these youngsters that we've sort of loaned out, a lot of these guys, yeah, definitely he's in the same category as Shoretiri, you know, and these guys. You just, yeah, obviously keep all those. Loan to buy, says Rajat. Sell Rashford, buy Bellingham, says Yeezy. Love to see Bellingham come in, yeah. We're actually going to do a video about that maybe tomorrow, guys, about sort of how Erik ten Hag's team could be shaping up in the new season if we were to get him as manager. Sell, says Paul. Rajat says give him maybe 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, Chong, 23 this time to go. He's not good enough. Exactly, 23, mate. What's the point? What's the point? I mean, I know I was saying we should keep Twanzebe earlier on, but as a backup. I know he's 24 or whatever. He's not, you know, but this is different. Tahith Chong's not even really going to get in as a backup, I don't think. Yeah, we should be keeping Ahmad Rajat Valencia. Absolutely, he needs a chance. Bellingham should be a priority. Definitely Kyberson. Great young English talent. Only getting better already. Playing leagues above his age and stuff. The guys are done. Interesting, Brocky. Okay, interesting. I see what you're saying. That's an interesting comment. Who's coming in, though, says Steve-O. Well, we'll get onto that a little bit tomorrow, but there's a big list of players. You know, take your pick, really, from players like Ruben Neves, Declan Rice, Tielemans in the midfield. Look at whoever, you know, Chouameni. There's so many different options being bandied around. Defenders, you know, there's Pau Torres is on a short list. You've got Jules Koundé. You know, strikers, we've talked about this Darwin Núñez guy. And, you know, there's even players like, I don't know, Vlahovic or Harry Kane or random as Harry Kane. Who knows? There's a lot of players that we should be linked with and should be going for. It's about whether or not, you know, they actually do. But there's a lot of players we should or could go for. I just hope we have a big window. Dean Gasherson, get rid of him. You love Bay, but he could go to help his career. Right, oh, crikey, guys, it's 11:15. Holy shit. Right, I'm going to have to end this video, guys. I'm just going to have to end this video. It's really, really late. Sorry, guys. But I've got FIFA to do in 15 minutes. I'm going to have to put that back to 1:45, I think, because I'm starving. I've got to eat something quick as well. So who should be captain? Well, I think Ronaldo, it's only me, Mick, for next season. And then after that, I'd say Bruno Fernandez. But I'm going to have to wrap this video up, guys. There's 213 legends in here, though. Almost don't want to end it because there's a bunch of legends in it. But do us a favour before you go. Make sure you smash that like button. Get to 200 likes on this stream. Help us out. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. I am getting on FIFA, Rajat. Give me half hour and I'll be on, bud. Bruno Captain says the same. De Gea for Captain says Ezio. You were late. Oh, Bez, no worries. Well, you can watch it back on Catch Up, my friend. Sorry if I missed anybody's comments in the live chat. Try to read out as many as we can. 9 likes away from 200. Let's be having you. Good night, Gary Finnegan. Thank you very much. I will be back on the channel, though, in half hour doing FIFA, guys. So make sure you tune in for that. If you're up, you want to hang out with us, we'll be on. Good night, though, everyone. Your conclusion from all of this is we're going to be mid-table for very long. Hey, Kate, mate, thank you for reminding me. I forgot to do a conclusion. Guys, so to conclude, this is who I would get out. So I keep everyone, apart from these players. Lee Grant, Dean Henderson, they can all go. Eric, bye, see ya. Phil Jones, bye. Harry Maguire, see you later on, son. Also, Paul Pogba, bye-bye. Juan Mata, love you, but see you later. Time to go. Jesse Lingard, you shite, bye. Andres Pereira, you Pudu Magoo lad, time to go. Matic, love him, good player. Getting old, need a new fresh crop coming through. See you later on, the manager. You know, and also Anti Martial, bye-bye. Crap winger for us, really. Inconsistent guff. Sulky man, not interested. Edinson Cavani, loved his input last year. Great player. This year, injury-prone melt. He's too old. He's not going to be here next season. He's gone in the summer. That's it. That's it. Quite a lot of players, though, guys. I think that's 6 or 7 or 8, maybe. Players that I would actually like to see Manchester United part ways within the summer. That's a sad indictment of where we're at as a club, to be fair. We need 7 or 8 players gone, 7 or 8 players coming in. You hope Ten Hag is watching? I hope so too. Thank you very much, Brocky, says Piggy for captain. Keep De Gea. I agree, Badaping. Keep De Gea all day long. NK Shooter says FIFA stream. Yes, indeed. Half an hour's time, my friend. We will be back in there raw. Jonathan Gallagher on it hard. That's 12 pigs, says the Vunes. Was it 12? 12 players, did I say? 11, says Ezio. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. That's accurate. I think that's accurate for me, personally, having gone through the whole list. If it's 11 or 12 players, I honestly, that is my accurate, honest opinion on all of those players. That's terrible, isn't it? That's a whole team worth of players that are not good enough for this team. What a shit show. Thank you, Jaden, Peter, Karamales. Get in there, you legends. Right, that's it for this stream. Thank you, Vuti, Mikato, Kate Cadet, George, Yeezy, Johnny, Alec, Madhouse, Jaden, Peter, Bez, Gary Finnegan, and everybody else. That's the end of this stream, but come back in half an hour for the FIFA stream. We'll be on there, going in there raw, smashing fools up. It is half the squad, Kate Cadet. We need to have a big summer of transition. We need a change, mate. Those players are shit. Come on. You know, come on. Smash a 1 if you agree with what I've said, largely. Largely. Not totally, but largely. Smash a 1. We're going to leave it there. Thank you, Vincent A. Brocky. Love from South Africa. Thank you so much. Shout out to you in South Africa, my man. Thank you, Yeezy. 200 likes. Get in there, my son. Where are you? Let's be having you. Everyone, thank you very, very much for that. 200 likes. Get in. That's amazing. Appreciate you all. Do come back after this video is finished. Right, this is what I want to see from all of you legends, man, because this really helps out the channel as well. Believe it or not, apparently. I didn't know this, but apparently comments helps you out a lot. So come out as well. Come back afterwards and let me know who you think should be staying and who you think should be going, or certainly at least who you think should be going. Come back with your personal list. You've heard my list. Come back with your personal list in 5 minutes when this video is finished and tell me which players should be sacked off in the summer. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Do smash the like before you go. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Click the bell icon so you get notifications when we post. We'll be bringing you all the latest United news as we always do. So make sure you're tuning in for those and keep the bell notification on so you get the notification through to your device. We'll be back in a bit. Thank you very much, Rajat. He says, congrats on 54K. Thank you very much. Right, that's it then, guys. I have updated the outro now with the members, so the members list is up to date. Once again, thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. We get everyone involved in this channel, though. You don't have to be a member. The best way you can support the show is by liking, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. So, yeah, please do that. See you on the next one, dudes. That's it from me. Have a good one. I'll be back in half hour with FIFA. Come on, United! And I'll see you all in a bit. Take it easy. See